There we go. And we are live. Welcome, one and all, back to the show. It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce, as we are coming into the final hour of trading today for Monday, October the 18th, 2021. Watching our stock, SOFI, and a few others do their thing. SOFI has touched $21 ever so briefly. We're probably likely gathering a little bit of steam and maybe take another run. We'll see if we can actually bust through it or not. But volume today on SOFI, 41.1 million shares. We're on our way to probably a 45 million share day. We'll see how the run concludes today. It's having a good one, up 150 a share. People who hold options contracts are noticing options are now moving nicely, noticeably. This is more than just real. It's really real. Looking fantastic. The Dow is down 75, S&P up 10, NASDAQ up 107, oil up 11 cents. Rocket Lab, unfortunately, is still down 48 cents on the day to 12.32. The low is 12.20. We have SOFI now at 20.86 to 20.90 with GameStop up $4 a share, 187. I have some indirect news on that, and I'll get to that in a minute. Matterport showing an $18.47 last trade, down 40 cents. The low on Matterport today was around 11.30 today at 18.27, 20 cents ago. We've had about a 62 cent range from low to high, from 18.27 to 18.89. We're at 18.46, down 41 cents a share on 1.8 million volume on Matterport. On ME, we're down 20 cents at the moment at 9 even. The low was 8.75 early this morning. The high was 9.51 around 10.30. And then from 9.51 all the way back here to the 9 level is where we went to, like 8.92. So we gave up 70 cents. And now we're at $9, 9.02 on 3.75 million. So they seem to be coming on a little bit right now, but we're still underwater a little bit there. 20 plus million traded the other day, 3.7 million today, nowhere near the same number. We've got Smart Rent down 58 cents to 11.58. That's a stock that can go $1 either direction anytime it wants. Spire at 5.98, down 3 cents. The low of the day, 5.85, the high 6.09. That is a 24-cent gap between low and high. 5.98 down 3 on 908,000 volume, still not being allowed to go. ATIP down 1/2 of a penny at 352.5. Sextera up 20 cents to 9.35. AMC, good day, 43.03 on the stock, up 2.29. Robinhood is down 54 cents. Vanek Vector's up $1.56. Home Depot up 4 1/4. IBM down 2.39. Surprisingly, IBM was hanging around the break-even mark for most of the morning until about noon hour, and then the slippage began, and then a dramatic drop-off. It went from about 144.30 right down to 141.76. Now recovered back to 142.25, a 50-cent recovery, but still down 2.36 on the stock. So I'm not sure what is the deal. Earnings are about to come out on the company. Maybe that's it. People are nervous about the earnings coming out. I really don't know. The Dow down 73. Microsoft doing well, up 263 to 306.84. Apple up $1.56 to 146.40. It's coming on again. Apple looking good. We were at 141 a week ago. We're up $5 from last week. A big day came today to reveal Apple MacBook Pros. That must have gone well. Tesla doing really nicely, up $29 a share to $8.72. Bed Bath Beyond up 78 cents to $14.78. BlackBerry 10.12 down 22 cents. Royal Caribbean off 36 cents. Has been underwater all day today, under the break-even line, 85.96 at the moment. Goldman Sachs up 6.42 at $412, doing just great. Amazon up $37, Facebook up $9.60, Google up $19. So we got the FANG stocks moving higher right now. That's what's going on here, kids. We're watching these markets closely to see what's going to happen here. Yep, here we go. Apple on the move. Apple unveils the completely reimagined MacBook Pro powered by the all-new M1 Pro and M1 Max. There you go. My next pair says, I'm a new member, man. I'm a new member. Welcome to this channel and this gang of regulars. Nice to have you here. Members get to comment during market hours. You can ask me anything you want. We'll try to answer your questions. Glad to see you here. Welcome, sir. Apple Inc. says introduced HomePod Mini in 3 bold new colors, yellow, orange, and blue. NTPC goes on to say Apple's game changer processor to see over 30% MacBook users upgrade to new MacBook Pro. Wedbush says, very good, very good. I'm really happy with my MacBook Pro. That's what I'm using here. I have a MacBook Pro, a 16-inch with a pretty powerful system. I cannot, excuse me, I cannot overload this computer. I have not been able to overload it. Not that I'm desperately trying to, but with everything I'm doing and all the tabs I got going and all the stuff I'm going on, it's really a performer. I'm very happy with the way it's going. Anyway, very nice. British Shilling says, I set up a Mac Mini and a MacBook Air, both with M1 processors. I'm very impressed. Very good, very good. 292 of you were here. We're watching SOFI together, watching it run. Just want to mention also, Redbubble sent me an alert. I don't know if any of you out there got an alert as well, but if you use the code called Shop Early, that's all one word, Shop Early, you can get anywhere from 20 to 60% off anything on Redbubble. That includes, of course, all the merchandise from this channel, my channel and the other channel. So Shop Early gets you 20 to 60% off depending on what you're acquiring. And hey, if you're shopping for someone for Christmas, for a gift, fabulous. I note for those of you who care, we, of course, have always had these kinds of items, these mugs and T-shirts, but we now have hats. We've got caps here. If any of you are interested in anything like this, check it out and see what you think. Shop until you drop. All kinds of traveling with Bruce and stock markets with Bruce hats. Jen thinks it's great. She's going, see, a hat, not me, but you would look good on a hat, she says. Thank you, Jen. Kind of windy out there today. It's a gorgeous place here, but it's kind of windy today, so a hat might not be a bad idea. Go SOFI, go is all I can say right now. 2073 on SOFI as we are pounding away here on 42 plus million shares. SoFi Stadium here in Los Angeles. Holy moly macaroni. What a great performer lately. We're getting some really good stock interest coming in. And we'll just see what it wants to do. Cheryl says, hey guys, don't any of you work full-time? Nelson had good afternoon, Bagel family. A lot of us work full-time being here full-time. That's just the thing. You see, we get paid to play the market and trade the market, and we more and more of us who are here are buying and selling options all the time through writing them and making a living writing options. So that's beginning to happen on this channel. More and more of my viewers are becoming full-time stay-at-home asset managers managing their own affairs, and it's pretty cool. Apple is a top dog for a reason, says Cheddar Stacks, and I agree. The cult following, constant upgrading, and mad rush to get the newest product after you just bought its predecessor 2 months ago. This is crazy. When Bank Charter, when soon we hope. People sell their kidneys for Apple products. Why would you ever do that? You can just buy SOFI. I mean, 2072. Expected early 2022, says Ryan. Cheryl, used to do, now don't, second month of the plunge. In the words of Kurt Russell and Tequila Sunrise, yeah, I'm working now. Lobo Blast, Uncle Bruce, if you sell a snapback hat, I would buy it. Laughing out loud. Yeah, I don't know if that's. Don't think those are snapbacks. I work evenings, so the start of the morning show, I'm sleeping in. For the afternoon show, I'm getting ready for work. There you are. I am thumbs up number 100, says FS Panu. Fabulous. Thank you for those of you who are throwing a thumbs up this show. We just hit 111. on this telecast, and I do appreciate the thumbs ups. If you're able to spare one, that would be great. I'm not full time yet, but quickly getting there, says Hello Smith. Cheryl, well done, British Shilling. Any tips living off a stock alone? And mediocre MTBR. I'm not sure what that means, but there we are. A 140 gain right now on your SOFI at 2078 on 42 plus million at least. We're probably over 43 million by now, climbing quickly. We have the GameStop at 186.45. Now, the news I have on GameStop is indirect news, but there's apparently an SEC, long-awaited SEC report that has come out regarding how the shares of GameStop ran up, and talking about, or there was supposed to be talk about how GameStop shareholders were not allowed to trade their shares, and there was a lot of talk about, well, what's the SEC going to do about it, and what's the future going to hold, and would this ever happen again, and on and on. And apparently there is no nothing. There's absolutely nothing to talking about the future of trading of GameStop. There's no recommendations. There's no sanctions. There are don't seem to be any criticisms. There doesn't seem it's just kind of a generic, this is what happened, and that's what happened. I just got to go, what did you do the report for? What's the whole point of the report if you're not going to dig into the real causes of the thing? They claimed that that shorting really had nothing really major to do with the movement of the market. It was really more to do with individual investors feeling that the shares were undervalued and that they were wanted to buy it. And I'm kind of going, really? You really think that's it? They did mention that investors felt that there was a short squeeze situation going on, and that was a motivation factor. And I'll tell you, it is just it's a whitewash. To me, it looks like an agency that does not want to criticize the very overlords that run the agency, which in reality are the senators in the banking committee who are bribed by super PACs backed by Wall Street to get reelected. And you don't hear a single senator talking about reform of Wall Street. You hear senators talking about reform of retail traders. You guys are the enemy, not the boys in New York. Those are the good guys. Those are the guys that cut $10 million checks to super PACs. We're not going to criticize those guys. The shares of GameStop have not reacted at all. There was talk and speculation that, when this report comes out, GameStop shares are going to crash, or GameStop shares are going to surge, or the mother of all short squeezes are going to happen now, because finally, we're going to have this big move, and nothing, burger, baby, nothing. AMC's up 228 at 43.02. It's flatlined for the last several hours. GameStop up $3. It's not going anywhere. There will be no sanctions, punitive actions, fines, investigations into anyone, anywhere regarding Wall Street. You think that the folks at Robinhood are going to be brought onto the carpet? Think again. It's not happening. Robinhood is sitting down 55 cents to 40.48. Nothing is happening to the Robinhood company. Zip. All the restrictions that you had to suffer through, where you couldn't even trade options, you couldn't trade stock, you couldn't buy stock with cash. Nothing is happening to anybody about any of that, because this shop is a closed shop. It's a one big happy family from Wall Street right to Washington. And it doesn't matter whether it's a Republican in the White House or a Democrat in the White House or a Republican Congress or a Democratic Congress. It matters not, because at the end of the day, no matter who is on the banking committee for the Congress or the Senate, these folks are addicted to super PAC money, and super PAC money comes from those who have money or access to capital. And who's got access to capital? The guys in Wall Street, the boys running the big investment banks. And you think they're going to screw themselves? What are they, nuts? They're not going to do that. All is well. There's nothing to see here. Everything is fine. And you have nothing to worry about. And, it won't happen again. It'll be fine. That'll be just fine. Wow. It's quite crazy. What can I say? I'm a project manager, but my uncle taught me that you have to trade stocks or else you're going to retire at 65 with far less. This is the way. People are saying here, British shilling, Cheryl, I'm not living off of stocks. I have contracts with people who previously employed me. So the only tip I can give you is make those richer that love you enough to give you money. There you go. Nick, I'm number 121, buddy. I am thumbs up 121. Nick, way to go, man. Thank you for your support, and it was great seeing you yesterday. Island, I'm about 6 hours ahead of you guys, so I miss your morning show, but I'm usually back for the late night show. Coyote, I work full time as a software developer, but I work from home, so I'm always have Uncle Bruce on my second monitor. Again, the FCC does what they do best. Nothing. Cheryl, Bruce, I work for the NHS, so no chance there. Thanks though. Slap on the wrist, if any. I mean, it might be a stroking. Do you think that BBY still has potential to squeeze? I have no idea. My uncle worked at a brewery and was just like Homer Simpson. He fell asleep at the control room and otherwise just traded and learned about stocks all day. No idea how he did, but he's loaded now. That's the life. No colleagues. It's a rigged market. The sell wall on SoFi is at 21. Is huge. We've been averaging 5% gains on SoFi nearly every day. If it keeps this up, I will be very, very rich. There you go. The good news about SoFi, kids, is that Wall Street wants SoFi to go up too. They love SoFi. They understand the future of SoFi. They get it. They totally understand it. The very young trading crowd at all these hedge funds, the floor, the brokerage community, the banking community, all these 40 and unders, they all get it with SoFi. They know it. They don't need to be educated how SoFi works. They know more than we know how SoFi works. They are in to win on SoFi. They believe in it. They believe in it. They believe in the future of the company. And they also believe the shares can go much, much higher than this. You're not fighting Wall Street on SoFi. They're with you. You're with these guys. You're in early. Versus most of the market out there, because obviously a lot of folks have only just started to find out about SoFi's potential in the last 3 trading days. Here we are, 2086, coming on again for another shot at 21. When it gets to 2099 and truly wants to take a shot at 21, it'll take it out. There can be 3 million shares for sale at 21. It won't stop it. There will be a block trader. Just buy it. Watch. Just watch and learn. Will it happen today? I'm not guaranteeing it. But when it runs through, it'll do what it did this morning at 20. There will not be a barrier there. You can see one now, but it won't last. Anyway, wow, fun times. The mother of short squeeze will occur if the SEC forces all those synthetics to be bought. Then, yeah, well, if ever, they're not going to happen. Can't wait till SoFi passes RH. Let's see. Evening all from Chris. Hi, Auntie Cheryl. I got schooled part-time and interning, and I graduated in the spring, not planning on working until after. This seems to be sorting me pretty well, though. British evening, Chris. Coyote, Cheryl, oh, yeah, I have been WFH since 07. Till 17, since 17, and I will literally never go back to the office. That life is not for me. Simply being in a meeting with someone in that office drives me mad with noise. Liz, 158th and 159th thumbs are mine. Thank you for the 159 plus thumbs ups. We're now at 187. What number are you guys? This is awesome. And Saki and Seki, thank you for becoming a member of this channel and joining this wonderful group of phenomenal viewers. Love having you here. We're $20.92 on SoFi, 8 cents away from 21. 21. We're now at 20.93. We're coming on. Here it is. Check your Discord, please. 180 thumbs up is what I am, says Robert. British shilling. I won't mind an extended holiday in the near future, but my long-term plans are to work part-time and sell puts. Scott, can't wait to get my new coffee mug from Redbubble. Right on. Bruce, what do you make of the fact that ATIP's investor relations page lists their annual revenue of $615 million while their current market cap's around $689 million? Yeah, I kind of make the fact that the stock's a little low, a little undervalued, a little depressed right now, a little too far below where it should be. Maybe it's a bargain. Yeah, you kind of wonder about that, huh? Isn't that interesting? Auntie, congratulations to Cheryl. What are you studying? I thought you were a cop. Auntie left. What? A cop? Why? British. I thought Auntie was a computer. Oh my God. You go. Evan, I thought she was a supermodel myself. That's what I thought. Hit the likes, thumbs. Shut it, Britt. I thought APC was an actual ant. Munimo SoFi. I love SoFi. 2091, 2092. Getting ready for a run on $21 a share. How do we like $7 in 7 days? Let's go SoFi. Yeah, like I've said before, when they go, they're not going to wait for you. They're going to leave the station and just keep chugging along. That's why ME at 909 is possibly ready to run. Matterport anytime could go up $5 from here. Rocket Lab back to 1820. Spire, hey, Spire goes. It'll be violent. It will be a violent up move on Spire when it takes off. It's just a matter of time. But, we got to wait this out. ATIP 353 unchanged finally has come all the way back. Sextera 928 up 13 cents. What can I say? Unbelievable. The Dow's only down 41 points. We were down 200 plus points this morning. The Dow's now down 41. It's coming back. On to PC. PC stands for police constable here, says British Shilling. Cheryl Gilda, I work with more than one pain in the ass. You got it, mate. I'm jealous. I'd love to retire early at like 35 and go travel the rest of my life. Maybe come meet you guys. Anti-PC Cheryl, culinary arts. I plan on parlaying my existing advertising and marketing degree with it and be a food critic and personal chef. I have a food blog and I'm a food writer. There you go. Will Spire break 6 at the end of the day? You tell me, 5 cents away. Spire, maybe y'all are not funny, says ANTPC. We're having an ANTPC roast, laugh out loud. Anti, don't know the PC part unless it means politically correct. No, John Jepson, we are not. British, I am still imagining a Spire on a church blasting off into space and then a fundraiser for a new roof thereafter. Robert bought 100 Spire, $5.95. AB acquired an extra 357 Spire today at sub 6 to $20. I hope. Laughing out loud. Anti popping checks. Gary, Cheryl, 35 is my goal too. Here, hoping we can both make it happen. Kiwi, should I buy Rocket Lab today while it's low? Anti-politically correct. Anti-PC, get it? John, love you, anti-PC. Let's see. John, Jen Incognito. Checks his bed. Laugh out loud. Love you too. Liz, hey, hi, Uncle Bruce. With the expecting chip shortage till the second half of 2022. I have Vanik with an average of 235 actual stock. What should I do next year? Start writing options on them. Have you got 100 of them? Start writing options on them. You can do that. Bring income in from this stuff. They're just going to keep going higher. That's what they're going to do. Laughing out loud. Island girl. She looks like Jennifer Aniston. Cheryl. Wow. I feel like I'm getting to know you a little better. Wish you all the best. DQ. Anti puts and calls. See, anti PC. Anti puts and calls. There you go. GameStop 186 up 272. SoFi 2088. Just short of the $21 mark. Will the stock do a little rally and then a surge? We've got 37 minutes to go in the day, and we'll see if there's going to be a surge past 21 or not. I really don't know. Yeah. What is going to happen? SoFi just talked about on Fox Business. They were just talking about SoFi on Fox Business. I am the PC police. She says, good one, DQ. Good one. Good to see. SoFi is going to be talked about by everybody, everywhere. 2090 right now is the stock price, up 152. Volume on SoFi now 43.9 million shares. Definitely going to go through 45 million, I think. I've got Rocket Lab on my crosshairs, but I'm waiting for a possible 1160 price. It is right now 1236, down 45 cents. Spire 596, down 4. ME 907, down 14. Matterport down 38 at 1849. GameStop at 185.91, down up 263. AMC up 218 to 42.92. We're up 13 on Sixterra. We're up a half a penny on ATIP. That's the story here. As we're coming into the last half hour now, we're down 43 on the Dow, but we're up 14 on S&P, and we're up 120 on NASDAQ. Liz says, thanks. Shedder 1160. He says, Cheryl, get it. Laughing out loud. You know I'm buying 1160 now. You know I'm going to buy there. we shall see how these markets will perform for us. The oil market up 15 cents to 82.43. Personally, I think it's way overpriced, but that's again just my thought on it. We'll say, and we're not seeing a lot of action anywhere else to any great extent today. It's been an interesting day. A down day to start. Overnight, it was lower coming into the pre-market. It was a lower market. Started low and immediately started coming on. And by about 11 in the morning, the Dow hit the high of the day, and it was positive. Backed off a bit. Now it's coming on just a little at the end, but it's still off 60, 63 right now. All right. Yeah, GameStop report getting released today, says Liz. Like I said, I've seen nothing from these reports that are going to make, in my opinion, make anything happen good or bad on these. I think it's neutral. I'm waiting. Prove me wrong, but I don't see a lot happening here on these stocks because of this Gensler report from the SEC. You guys did nothing wrong. You've done everything right. A lot of you had cash and couldn't buy stock with cash. Something's wrong with that. Well, somebody is not being punished for that. So go figure. The weirdest markets, the weirdest scenarios at this point. Just, yeah, nothingness. We'll see what happens. All right, 2083 on your SOFI, just 17 cents short of whatever. A Gaudi report was supposed to release last month, so I'm not holding my breath on the SEC. There you go. Has IBM been hit by a short attack? I doubt it. I cannot see how Carnival, Norwegian, or Royal Caribbean can survive, sadly. How are they going to survive? Well, don't know about survival, but they have enough money to keep, moving the ships around for another couple of years. They are selling a bunch of cruises these days, but I'll tell you, at 30 to 40% capacity, there is no money being made anywhere. And I don't know if they're going to be allowed to get into the 50, 60%, because as long as 20% of the adult population of the planet refuses to get vaccinated, cruising is in trouble. Flying is in trouble. Traveling is in trouble. Everything is in trouble. Delivering supplies on time is in trouble. Producing vehicles on time, producing goods and services, trouble. We just have going to have gaps. We're going to have inconsistencies, and it's just going to continue on. It will not improve, and there will be the you're going to have to get used to the headlines coming out from time to time, whether they're national headlines or whether they're local news within your family headlines. Those kinds of headlines. Did you hear about so-and-so? Did you hear about such and such? Get used to more and more commentary from family and friends and distant relatives and former co-workers and whatever, where you're going to find out, oh, so-and-so died. Oh, so-and-so died. Really? So-and-so died? And, what did they die from? And the deniers will say they had a cold. And the rest will say COVID. It's funny how people die from colds all of a sudden. Isn't it something how people are dying from colds all of a sudden, like millions of them? It's amazing. There must be some really bad cold out there. Too bad there isn't a vaccine for it. Anyway, get used to more of this. We're hearing it through our family now, through distant and connected people, and we hear that, I know a guy who, I met once, he died. He was a denier, he wouldn't get the shot. He passed away, left behind his wife and 3 kids. They still deny it. The wife won't get vaccinated. They're deniers. They're going to deny themselves right into the ground. It's incredible. It's just absolutely the wildest thing. I think we're just too smart for ourselves. Maybe that's what it is. We're just too smart for ourselves. And what are you going to do? I don't know. 2088 on SOFI right now. The Dow down 57, S&P down 13, S&P up 13, NASDAQ up 117, but the Dow is off 57 points. Okay, Royal Caribbean, $86 a share, down 32 cents a share. There we are. Rocket Lab, 1236, down 45. Still a slight recovery, but not much. 2086 on SOFI. just 13, 14 cents short of $21. Will we get there? We have a half an hour to do it. It can easily happen. Easily. This stock could be 21.50 in 5 minutes. It could be 22 in 15 if it wanted to, but I don't know if there's that kind of demand coming in late in the day here. We never know. 186.03 on GameStop, up 275. Matterport down 37 cents. ME down 17. Smart Rent down 45. Spire at 5.95 down a nickel. ATIP unchanged. Cyxtera up 17 cents. AMC up 218 to 42.92. Volume on AMC 46.5 million. Not good enough. That is not good enough to maintain this price. It might hold it today, but it won't hold it for long. You need 70, 80 million to get going here. Too much resistance coming up here. Robinhood down 54 cents. VanEck ETF, the SMH up $1.70 to 264. Home Depot 355 up 463. IBM now at 142.37 down 224. Microsoft up 273. Apple up $1.73 to 146.57. Apple getting stronger. Good day today on the presentation of new MacBook Pros. 2092 on SoFi. Coming on again, trying to take a run at $21. 8 cents away from a $21 price. Can it do it? Can it do it? Let's see. Yeah, these cruise lines have to honor all those future cruise credits that they issued to service provider, but no money coming in. Exactly. If they're running at 40% capacity, half of those people on board are cruise credit people, and half, 20%, are paying cash. You only have 20% of the people on a ship paying their way around. Cruise lines cannot operate profitably with only 1/5 of the cabins generating revenue. You cannot make money. You are guaranteed to lose. I don't know. Let's see. Jim Cheddar saying Jim shorting IBM. Who the hell is Jim Channel? Some weenie baby? We're in the digital cloud tech golden age, these guys. Let's see. And people talking about how much they love cooking, which is great. But I'm looking more about stock transactions here. John, hi, John. I'm looking at L2 and I don't see a large sell wall at 21 on SoFi. 2091 last trade on SoFi as I'm banging my computer with my hand, excitedly trying to just move my phone a little bit. I make a killer TV dinner, says John. Let's see. Oh my. I am standing by until Uncle Bruce gives the okay to write SoFi calls. His advice that is that good, folks. Waiting patiently, says Lobo Blast. The bid and ask on SoFi is total warfare right now. It is 2088 up $1.50 here with 27 minutes to go. Okay. There are just in general a lot of shares on the bid and ask for dollar intervals. And let's go. Afternoon, folks. Bruce, do you think part of the SoFi run could be a gamma-related squeeze or just natural buying? I doubt there's a gamma thing going on. I don't. There's so much liquidity on this stock. 794 million exist. 495 million are free trading. We've got 40 plus million trading today. 1/10 the float is trading today. This is good old-fashioned liquidity. And it's at 2086, is trading very, very well. It's behaving very nicely, very nicely. Let's see. Lighten Up says it was an hour ago. John says 1 hour ago when it hit 21. Haven't looked since. That's great news, though. Let's see. Sorry, Bruce, for putting you on the spot. It's cool. That's what people like to do. It's the way it is. 2082 on SoFi, 185.80 on GameStop. The Dow down 62, and S&P up 11, NASDAQ up 110. We have 25 minutes to go. 25 minutes left to go in today's afternoon show here. Watching this incredible run today on SoFi. ATIP is now up a penny. Cyxtera up 15. AMC at 42.82, up 208. That is where we're at here, guys. IBM is still struggling along at 142.27, down 234 today. I don't have a reason for it. I think earnings are coming soon, though. Maybe that is the possible reason, but I can't tell you. Microsoft up 258 and Apple up 168. They're doing great. Microsoft now almost 307 a share. The all-time high 307.80. That was today on Microsoft. It hit a new high today. Apple right now, the high in the last 52 weeks, 157. It's now 146. It's only 11 away from its high of the year on Apple, and it is climbing. So that looks very, very good. SOFI 2083 at the moment. Tesla just on fire. 871 up $28. Really doing well. Tesla really doing well. Bed Bath Beyond up 91 cents to $14.90. Remember, that stock was hanging around $30, $25.30 for a long time. But it gave it up, finally gave it up. It couldn't hold that 30 level anymore and really crapped out last month when it became obvious that they were, through supply chain problems, not going to have good numbers, or the numbers that analysts were hoping. They were at 23.50 on September 27th, and then, on October 6th, 14.31. Then they got down to 13.98 on October 15. That was Thursday, Friday. Here we are at 14.88. So we're not, we're better, but we're not anywhere near great. It is way down here, still cratering after this big sell-off. That is the problem with that stock. And the company, they can't get their merchandise in on time for Christmas in sufficient quantities, which means their sales numbers will be off probably by 8 to 10% this Christmas. 2082 on SoFi, up 144. We're up 226 on GameStop. 185.54 right now. That's the deal. That's the deal. Excuse me. What else is going on? People are talking and talking and talking and talking. Okay, let's see. Here we go. And let's see what else is being said here. More buyers and sellers. A man once said. Let's see here. Clay says, thank you, SoFi, for fixing my poor investment decisions late summer. Bought Apple back at 127 in May. It's beautiful. There you go. There you go. We got some good moves going on in some of our favorites here. 2082 now on SoFi. Cheers, everybody, from around the world, wherever you're located. Got some Diet Coke going. I can't find caffeine-free Diet Coke here in the desert. I can't find caffeine-free Diet Coke. The Super Walmart is out. The Albertsons grocery stores are out. It's interesting. I can find regular Diet Coke, and I can find regular Coke, but not caffeine-free, not even in the bottles. Can't find it. Interesting. Supply chain logistical problems. That's, I guess, what it is. Even with the Coca-Cola bottling company, you'd think, how hard is to make this stuff? It's brown, fuzzy water. You don't need caffeine. You don't need to put in sugar. You're just making brown, fuzzy water. You can't even make that. Amazing. The simpler the drink, the harder it is to make. Weirdest thing. The cola with all the calories and the sugar and everything, tons of it. They need more ingredients to make that than the caffeine-free. Kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, Austin, are you pushing ATIP right now? Aspartame shortage. Oops. Either packing plant issues. Oscar says, cheers, cheers, cheers. Uncle, it is relaxing to be on the market with you. Another picture says, brown is the toxic? What does that mean? Austin, I still have it, but I'm on the treadmill trying to sculpt my fat ace. And difficult to type. Sculpt your fat ass, maybe? Is that what it is? BW, U.S. Air Force, I was out sick with a fall cold last week. Not the thing. Thanks for making me laugh a lot with the Die Hard montage that you all played out. Argyle versus Titus. I spit out my hot tea. Thanks all. Argyle to the rescue, man. Shortage because of 2 words. Squid Game. Drink sparkling water with a slice of lemon instead of the Coke products. NW is a brand new member of this channel. Welcome, NW. Love that photo there. Elwood Blues. Love that. Love that. Austin, Uncle Bruce called me an idiot if I sold. I didn't want to be an idiot in his eyes, so I'm not selling. Yeah, man, shred the pounds. Sure, shred them. Now the question, ATIP, is this getting laughable for them to find the new CEO? What gives? Or is it normal about a time to find one, but not give any updates at all, like zero news? My guess is that they found one. I really think they found one. I think they've made an offer. I think the offer's been accepted, but I think that the offer is accepted subject to the existing CEO who's currently employed somewhere else putting in a notice and leaving the other firm. I think that might be the deal, and I think that's might have been the delay for the last month or so. Maybe that person's got to give 60 days notice or 90 days notice, and ATIP will patiently wait for that person to become free and available. That's kind of my hunch. What is? I can't prove it, but I just kind of I kind of wonder if is it that simple? Is it just that simple? It can't be complicated. Anywhere, I don't know. Welcome, NW's associates. So where did all the caffeine go? Who owns that market, Bruce? I mean, what's with all the caffeine market thing going on here? 2083 on SOFI. Waiting for, if at all, any kind of a late end of day run on this stock. 18 minutes to go before we shut this thing down for the day. What's going to happen? The Dow's down 60. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. S&P up 11.8 and the NASDAQ up 112. Oil up 19 cents. 2082 on SoFi. GameStop 185.66 up 238. Very flat day here today. Excuse me. Austin says 10,000 shares with a $35,000 unrealized loss and a $725 cost. Yowza. SoFi Matterport carrying the weight at the moment. There you go. And Liz is going, ouch, ouch. Well, when the shares go up $1, that's a $10,000 recovery. When they go up $2, it's a $20,000 recovery. They go up $5, it's a $50,000 recovery. Here we go. Wouldn't that be nice? Just wait it out. The company's not going broke. They're not going out of business or anything. They're just reorganizing, and the stock is cheap for now. 359 up 6 cents on ATIP. Someone's up $600 today. What can I say? Sextera up 17 cents. That's where we're at right now. Could have dumped those ATIP and rode SoFi all the way and come out profitable. What if they offered the CEO of ATIP position, but he's waiting so he can keep buying at this low rate of this stuff? Yeah, I'll get back to you next week. In the meantime, he's buying up all the stock. I don't think that's happening. Uncle Bruce's cost of doing battle, all part of the game. That's it. Wish you had a crystal ball, Uncle B. Cheddar, nobody has accused me of being smart. 2081 on SoFi, just short of $21. We're at, what do we got now? 15 minutes to go before the day is done. And we're not going anywhere. The Dow is down 64 and flat. S&P up 11 and NASDAQ up 110. We're flat going into the close at this moment in time. That's what I see from a plain English point of view. Not a lot to get excited about at the moment. I just suspect, though, that SoFi will continue to be talked about, will continue to get covered. I think more firms and more analysts will talk about the SoFi. The volume of SoFi is definitely catching a lot of attention of fund managers, hedge fund managers, pension fund traders, and so on. I just think this stock's being slowly but surely accumulated. Credit Savage has renewed the membership. Credit Savage, way to go. Thank you for renewing your membership. as many of you are, yesterday and today is the beginning, or 2 days ago and today, this first 5 days after the 16th of each month is where a lot of renewals take place. And I thank all of you for sticking around and joining us for another month of fun. It's nice to have you here. It is great. British shilling, yeah, I know where you are. Have some Navy pals down your end. Bruce comes to UK. We should definitely meet up. Thank you, Emery Rudolph. Thank you, Emery, for this donation on PayPal. You're the gold medal holder today for the biggest contribution. Thank you so much. I hope you're making lots of money. Anti-PC, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar looks and tastes more like Coca-Cola Classic, while Diet Coke has a lighter taste because it's made with a different blend of flavors or has a different flavor base. Cheddar, I wouldn't listen to a random guy chatting on a YouTube channel either. I don't blame you. I did warn you, though. I have had my lumps this year, too, like you said, all part of it. Saoirse, welcome to the Credit Savage. Welcome back. I got some 1029 calls for SoFi at 29 cents a piece. I think there's more room to climb here. I think so too. 2088 right now. Credit Savage. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I had to use a new credit card to put spend on. So renewed on a new card. SoFi is on fire. There you go. What did I miss? Flint Creek Soup Company. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing going on. SoFi is approaching $21 a share. Used to be $14. Nothing going on. ME was $7.40 a week ago. Now it's approaching $9. Nothing going on. Spire was $18.50. Now it's $5.94. Nothing going on. British. I'm sure he'll be back when he's bored of being drenched in the sun. He can enjoy our liquid sunshine. Hello. Can't wait till I get my 1-year badge. Can't wait either. Any zero sugar tastes so much better for me, especially the flavor sodas like cherry, Dr. Pepper, or orange Sunkist. I don't touch diet anything anymore. Flint soup, no soup for you. Auntie, aspartame is bad for you anyway. Coke has 2 options you can try on. Diet Coke with Splenda or Coca-Cola Life. Coca-Cola Life is sweetened with a blend of cane sugar and stevia leaf extract. Cane sugar and stevia taste much better than aspartame. Diet, Dew, and gin, low carb and crisp taste. Shake it, fry, one NPC. You spell flavor with a U. Who are you? Where do you come from? Are you a cop? B Fitz, Bruce. As we get closer to January and the expiry of our SoFi calls, will there be a new strike prices and dates that you'd recommend, or do you think we should just get on and get more of the stock? There you go. Well, we wanted to see you guys get a nice return, a nice leverage return on SoFi by scooping up 10s, 1250s, 15s, 1750s, $20 contracts. As the SoFi reaches back into this 22, 24, 25 neighborhood, a lot of you will execute the big win that we were hoping you would get. And now you have the opportunity to cash in your calls and just grab stock if you want to, and start writing calls. That is a strategy. Of course, you can always buy new calls if you want, but you're now playing with if I buy $20 calls or 2250s that are 6 months, 8 months out, what if it takes 3 or 4 months to go higher than this? What if we sit between 22 and 25 for 3 months? My contract's going to shrink in value because time is going to evaporate. Shouldn't I be writing calls? Maybe that might be the plan. Or should I sell my calls for cash and then write a put or 2 or 3 or 4 against SoFi? Maybe I should write $25 puts or $20 puts on SoFi and take premiums if there are premiums to be had, and enjoy that side of the market. I like the stock. I think it'll go higher. Maybe I'll write put contracts on SoFi and enjoy the depreciation of the premium into my hands. Maybe that's what I should do. Hey, Uncle Bruce, should I roll my ATIP November 19 call into February or May 5s for credit? Right now, I'd be realizing a small loss. So should I roll my ATIP Novembers into February or May? You may want to look at that. Soup, no soup. GPS up 5% on the day. Auntie, me too. I try not to drink sodas at all, though. Cheryl, British shilling. Yeah, it doesn't sound too good now. Please come visit us. Uncle B, mediocre Coke is healthier than one's diluted with bourbon. British, Cheryl, Uncle Bruce doesn't seem to drink either, so you cannot tempt him with your native whiskeys. Yes, you can't. That's not going to help. Now that's a fact, mediocre. Red Bull and raspberry vodka. That'll keep you going, Uncle Bruce. Oh my God, Shaky. That was a copy and paste. I didn't bother changing because I thought it might be a nice touch for the Canadian. The Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce. I sold $20.50 covered calls expiring next week against my SOFI shares. And I got 80 cents a share during the first pullback because I figured it would go back down. I'm a dumbass. Should I just get taken out? Well, look, you can roll them over, you can always do a rollover where you buy these back and then write 22.50s for, next month or the month after. You can play that game. Or write 21s, 22s, or whatever was available. You might look at that. British shilling always got Iron and Brew, other national drink. Oh, I see. Coyote, I got rid of soda by drinking fruit and veggie juice instead. British shilling, that's true. Cheryl, I know a police constable when I see one. I love the fizz, but I try not to drink them too much. I remember seeing a documentary about the 29 crash. A lot of people were buying stocks recommended by a lady called Evangeline Adams, whose advice was based on her astrology readings. Oh my. I'm rolling my ATIP 12.5 November calls right into the, I don't know what. Flint, anti-PC, get a soda machine, fizz up some water and juice delish. There you go. 2090 on SoFi, 10 cents away from $21 a share, 9 minutes to go. Can easily break at any time. Will it happen? Will we get a run into this market, late into this market, beyond $21 a share? That is the proverbial question. Cheryl says, Auntie, see, everyone thinks you're a cop now. Robert, now we listen to 23-year-old trading gurus on YouTube. We haven't come too far from 1929, have we? I remember in 1929, I remember reading about it and talking to veterans of the business back in the 70s, talking to brokers that were in their 50s and 60s who knew brokers that were in the biz in 29. And they were telling me that you needed 10% down to buy stock. So if you wanted to buy General Electric stock and it was trading at $20 a share, you had to put up $2, and the broker would lend you the 90% through their bankers. So the margin rate was 90%. You need to put up 10% to carry your account. And there were people who had been putting up, say, they put up $100 to buy $1,000 of the stock. The stock would go up 20% to the account would go up to $1,200. They would have $100 in the game. Now they will sell out and pay off the broker for $900. They have $300. They've tripled their money. They take the $300. They buy $3,000 worth of whatever. It went up 20%, and so $3,600 account sold off, and now they're sitting on $900 from $100 to $900. And you could buy a car for a couple of $100. I mean, we're talking, serious money here. This went on for years. This went on for trade after trade. Now, not every single trade made money every single time, but people would be in and out of stock like crazy. And some of these folks would catch waves of U.S. Steel. They would catch waves on American Telephone and Telegraph and whatever the stocks of the day were trading. And they would be gambling with 90% borrowed money. And there were no options, so you didn't need options. If you had 10, you had a 10 to the power of 10 of your money. What do you need options for? And so they were buying stock, and some were using margin of 50% and 60%, not 90. They wouldn't go all the way to 90, but others were gamblers, riverboat gamblers, putting 20, 40, $50 into the market, and a stock would double. And they would go from $20 in the market to $200, and then they would gamble that into another hot flyer, and they'd make double the money on that one, and they'd turn 200 into 1,000. All of a sudden, people had a year's salary in their hands. There was some craziness going on, but when the corrections came and the sell-offs came, you had people wiped out, lost everything, because if you lost more than 10% of the value of your investment, you lost your entire stake. If you were at 90% margin, your account was worth $1,000, you had 100 into it, and the account went from $1,000 to $850, you're down $150. That's your $100. You're upside down $50. You owe the broker $50 before you can trade again. This wiped people out quickly, and that's why it was so devastating, the market, because the leverage just crushed people left, right, and center. Oh, it was scary stuff. I asked a 65-year-old electrician how long he was planning on staying in the workforce. He answered he won't quit working and works until 8 p.m. nightly so he doesn't have to see his wife. Okay, that's it, Mr. Frywood. Step out of the car and keep your hands where I can see them. British, the spark has gone out of his love life. Sorry, I'll see myself out, says British Shilling. Oh, lordy. How much we got? 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes. Options newbie here says, was that Pozoi, Alex? Options newbie. What's the difference between rolling an existing options versus just selling it and rebuying the options? Again, it seems to be the same price. Am I missing something? Yeah, it is kind of the same thing in a different lingo. But if you've written a call option and you want to roll a call option to a higher exercise price, further out in time contract, larger premium perhaps, that's a rollover that you can coordinate with your brokerage firm depending on what platform you trade with. So you can't put a sell order in on you can put a buy order in on your existing contract, create a sell order on the other contract you want to move into, put the two orders in at the same time, and the broker will execute the rollover for you and give you a report and tell you, okay, you sold this at this price, or you bought this at this price, you sold this at that price. The net effect on your account is you have $50 more in your account. You owe us $150, or you got $1,000 more in your account, whatever the rollover is. Otherwise, you can do it yourself. You just buy back your call, and then write the new call, and you can do one transaction and another. Totally up to you. All right, heavy buying coming in on SoFi 2092 right now, with 3 minutes to go. 2093 taking a run at 21 with lots of volume, but will it be enough? I don't know. Volume now 46.8 million shares on SoFi. Come on, SoFi. Spire, when will the devious henchman gonna let it run? Your conjecture, as they have a ton of November 19 puts, is gonna pick up steam or to run? Yes, maybe, perhaps. Hi, everybody from Rudy. How you doing? It's being held down at every penny. Spire 589, super cheap. 2092 on SoFi. Yeah, haven't been here in a while. Are you okay, Annie? Are you okay? Guns stay drawn. Not talking about a sketch. What can we say? We are at 2093 on SoFi. We're at 590 on Spire. We're up 257 on GameStop. Can the market actually, is there enough buying on SoFi to take a run through 21 at the bell? We have a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go. I don't know if this will happen. 2093 last trade on SoFi. There's sell wall there, but there's also buying interest. Will there be enough buying interest in the aftermarket to just do it anyway? Will there be buying in the pre-market tomorrow to open at 2150? Will we open tomorrow morning at 2175 and go to 2225 within the first hour tomorrow morning? I don't know. We're at 2094 right now. Some folks are thinking, yeah, it's going to be $1 higher tomorrow, $2 higher tomorrow. I'm buying now. I'm not waiting overnight. That's going on. Others are saying, no, it's going to correct first. It's going to go back to 1950 first, then it'll come back to 21, and then it'll go back to 1850, and then it'll come back to 21, and there's going to be a range. This will be the new range. Everyone has their opinion, their own thoughts, and so they're playing their games. What can I say? We're running around. Mike, you got it right. Print that 21. That's what we say. 592 Inspire down 9 cents. So weird. My computer says that after hours because it says 4 p.m., but my phone says market open because it's 3:58. What the? Hey, wait. What? Stop that crazy talk, Bruce. Stocks only go up. They never go down. That's Bruce. You're crazy talking like that. 2090 on SoFi to 2093 is the bid ask. 2090 to 2093 is where we are right now, and jumping all over the place in between these prices. What is going to happen in the last minito? Volume 47.5 million. 2090. I don't know if we're going to get it. Wait a second. If I flip my computer's time back, I can still trade. I'm so confused. Change your NTP server. Sounds like you need to sync your computer with an NTP server. Markets don't close until Larry Titus says so. 2089, 2092 on SoFi, 591 on Spire, and the Dow's down 36 points, S&P up 15, NASDAQ up 124. We're in the last minute, and the bells are going to ring here any moment. When Larry Titus says so, that's it. Then we are shut down for the day. Great mind, says British Shilling. 2086, little pullback on SoFi. We're not going to do 21 today. I don't think so. DQ says bells are going. Cheryl, hey, I'm back at work, but I've been watching the AM show to catch up. Still here, though. Fall 790 is clapping here. They're clapping. The bells are going. Larry, where's Larry? I don't know where Larry is. Farragon, come on. They're clapping. 2085 on SoFi. GameStop 185.94. Spire 590. DQ for Larry. We're doing it for Larry. Larry needs all the help he can get, I guess, today. He's maybe not available to give us the bells. I don't know. SoFi 2085. I think we're done for the day. And volume on SoFi, final count, or at least what I show now, 48 million shares. Look at a 1 week chart on your SoFi. Doesn't that look pretty? Isn't that prettier than Greg Maddux? That is prettier than Greg Maddux pitching a no-hitter. Look at that market from $16 a share to 21. Isn't that the prettiest 1 month chart you ever saw? How about a 3 month chart on SoFi? You like that? Look at that. Isn't that pretty, pretty, pretty? Yo, here's a 1 week chart on your SoFi. Here's 1 week. Here you go. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? It's kind of nice. Anyway, there you have it, kids. Another day in paradise. And here we are. Bruce, why have you been bailing us? Why have you been bailing on us so early after the market close? You're going to give us a complex. Well, I have other things to do. I have 2 more shows to line up today on my other channel. I have a hot wife here in Palm Desert, California, and I got a Tesla in the garage. Put it together. I got stuff on my mind here. I got stuff going on. Can't make the market move in the after hours, but he's enjoying the sunshine. Auntie, that's true too. Some of us do need to get some warm weather. As she's laughing, she's getting it. There you go. Rocket Lab closed at 12.40, down 40 cents. It only recovered 20 cents of its losses today. SoFi in the aftermarket now 2085 unchanged. GameStop 185.03 down 91 cents in the aftermarket. That makes no sense. 185.03 down 66 cents in the aftermarket. We're up 241 during the day. Just jumping around. Matterport 1837. The low of the day 1827. No performance on Matterport for us today. ME 891 last trade, down 30 cents on the day. We were at the low of the day 875 right on the opening. We got up to 951 but couldn't hold the gain on ME. Smart Rent down 39 cents at 1177. The low was 1154. Spire down a dime today to 590. It's 597 in the aftermarket. Go figure, it's up 7 cents. ATIP 357 up 4 cents. No change in the aftermarket. Cyxtera up 35 to 935, up 20 cents. And it was as low as 911 today. Alrighty, AMC 43.01 up 227. Robinhood down 38 cents. Bannock up 207. Robinhood, Home Depot up 484. IBM down 224. The Dow lost only 35 points. It was down over 200 this morning. Microsoft up 308. Apple up 171 to 146.55, climbing. Tesla up $27 to $870. Bed Bath Beyond up 73 cents. BlackBerry down 23 cents. Royal Caribbean down 46 cents to 85.86. Goldman Sachs $413.38, up 7.31. Goldman Sachs looking good, and everyone liking their numbers. That's your market today. That's how we closed it out. That's what it's all about, as we say in Canada. All about. 2088 up 3 cents on SoFi. Could not break 21. It touched it, but it couldn't go over it. Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see how this is going to happen. Robert says, I'm off. Bruce, thanks for all the great work you're doing. Thank you. I guess we're just a peanut gallery. I'd pick Gen 2 over us. SoFi is doing great, except I didn't listen and bought October 15 calls instead of January and didn't bounce out up last run. Oops, next play. I'd also choose that guy's wife. Have a great day, everybody. Time to make Signature TV dinner, says John. Salisbury steak makes the best steaks. Anyway, there. I meant any way I could see green on the $30 call expiring January on SoFi, or should I write it off? Rudy, you could certainly see green on that. These shares, once they start to move, they accelerate. They move quicker. And it used to be that SoFi would move up in pennies only. Now it's jumping in 2 and 4 and 5 cent increments from time to time. You could be at 22, 23 later this week. You could be at 25, 26 next week. Watch those 30s. They'll come to life. They'll come to life. Anyway, why you're buying 30s, I don't know. Don't come crying to me, but what can I say? Have a busy afternoon. Catch you tonight. Thank you, Sharon. Salisbury has the best spire of all cathedrals, too, according to the Russians. How about that? Yes, we have 2 more shows to do today. I'll be live on Traveling with Bruce at 7 o'clock Eastern for sponsor members for an hour. That's the sponsor member hangout show. And then at 8 o'clock tonight on the Traveling with Bruce channel, TWB, we'll be live talking about cruise ships and traveling. I invite you to come and join us. Say hi to the gang over there. Great bunch of people watch me there. Love to have you join me later tonight. Then I'll be on tomorrow morning at 8:30 and at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on Wednesday at 8:30 and 3 o'clock, but I'm off Thursday and I'm off Friday and I'm off Monday. So for 3 days coming up, I won't be on the air. I'm in Phoenix working with Jennifer here. We got a wedding to go to, and I'm booked. Our daughter's flying down from Calgary. I'm booked. 2091 to 2093 on SoFi in the aftermarket. Improving yet again. Interesting. Trying to take a run at 21 on the aftermarket as I thought it might. You never know. What do you think about writing SoFi calls, Bruce? Getting closer. We have to see if the shares want to reach this 22, 23 level rather quickly. Then we can take a look at 2250s, 23s, 24s, 25s, a month or 2 or 3 out. We'll watch for those. Soon. Yes, soon. Let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me today and with Jennifer today. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Those are new members and recurring, revolving members that are renewing. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around with this great gang of people here. Thank you, everybody, for donations and everything else. Appreciate that. I hope you're making a lot of money on your SoFi, and hopefully all the other stocks will go up for you this week. We'll be here tomorrow morning at 8:30 on this channel to keep it going. Let's see if we can get richer tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to say my goodbyes and get ready to set up 2 more live shows on Traveling with Bruce. In the meantime, have a good evening. Stay healthy. Get your shots. Social distance. Wear your masks. Don't become a casualty. Become a winner. And thank you, all of you, for being here today. Okay, we'll see you later, everybody. Have a good one. Bye for now.